way to the chef zone. I know last week's show we touched on it, but we never got to really go to chef zone. We're here. I'm excited. They sell things that no other supermarket sells, like truffle oil and things of that nature. So we're gonna take a look together, and I'm excited. I don't know why I've never came here before, but let's go. Okay, on our way. See what they have here. I can't tell you how excited I am, but I'm very excited, very excited. Right now we are finding jackets that they have.
I think I want a jacket.
They provide the jackets here because we're going to be entering the chill zone. Believe me, it is cold. Let's go, let's make our way in. Oh yeah, it's cold in here.
Yeah.
Is it cold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm freezing.
Freezing, yeah?
Freezing.
I told you it's cold in here. What would they have here that is so, that needs to be cold? Shumai, dumplings, oh, a lot of stuff. Cappuccino.
Dad, I'm getting cold.
I'll show you where it's even more cold. Follow me. Come here. See that? It blows over here. And you wanted to come in without a jacket. Are you cold, Zoe? You wanted to come in without a jacket. Man, it is cold.
Are my lips turning purple?
I've been to Alaska 4 times to fish, and I can tell you this, it's never been this cold. Let's check out what kind of products they have. Kimchi. Wow, how cold do you need kimchi to be? Silla poblano peppers.
I gotta get out of here.
Are you cold? They're wimps, not me. I ain't wimping out. Well, I may wimp out soon. Some tri-tip right over here. That's good, the marinated short ribs. My wife said they bring it to work and it's really good. I don't know if I can handle it anymore this cold. Well, I like that they keep all their drinks in here. You know, their milk. Man, it's cold. But this is a good way. Excuse me. How cold is it in here?
I don't know. I just
Oh.
know when there's like a negative something in there.
It's negative? It's negative?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very cold.
Thanks. Okay, we're getting out now. It's way too cold, man. I should have brought my long johns. But I asked the girl how cold it was, and she didn't even know. But she said it's like negative something. Well, I guess they're closing earlier than I thought. 3 o'clock on Sundays. But nonetheless, they got everything over here. Different oils, peanut butter, fried chicken mix, sesame seed oil, long grain and wild rice. You know, it's so cool. They have things here that most supermarkets don't carry. Red chili sauce. Look how big this is. Wow, look at all the different oils. Coconut syrup, caramel syrup. This place has a lot of things. They even sell like shave ice makers. One thing I don't see is too much difference in pricing. They do have other things that other supermarkets don't have, but the pricing is relatively the same, even if not more, because they carry specialty items. Pretty cool though, pretty cool. They even have things for the cook. Like I said, this is a place where a lot of chefs come to buy their product, their needs, aprons, all kinds of stuff. Well, that was a quick look at the Chef Zone. I hope you enjoyed it. I advise you guys to come here because they got some really, really cool stuff. So come out to the Chef Zone. You guys love Filipino food. We've been getting so many requests about Filipino cuisine. Now, again, thank you for all the emails. Today we're going to be making something called, well, the writer said sour soup in Filipino, but we call it sinigang. And in sinigang, we have things like pork spare ribs, vegetables, and a tamarind soup base that's just gonna knock your senses out of the park. And we call that sinigang in Filipino. We're gonna be making that especially for you today. And again, keep sending us your emails. We wanna know what you want us to make, because even if we don't know how to make it, we're gonna learn just for you. Sinigang coming up. All right, here are the ingredients that we're gonna be using for what people call sour soup, but we call sinigang in Filipino. Now, Dad, you got everything ready for us? Explain.
We bought the meat. This is the pork spare ribs. What I did is, like, I didn't cut this intentionally, but the rest has been cut like, sweet and sour adobo cut. Okay, now this is different veggies that we are going to use. For aromatic, we get the ginger, onions, and tomatoes. Regular vegetables, we get the Chinese mustard cabbage. We cut it already. We get the eggplant, and we get the okra.
Okay, so first things first when making sinigang is you want the water to come to a boil. First thing you want to do when the water starts boiling is you want to add your ginger, your onions, and your tomatoes. Okay, so now that the water has come back up to a boil, you're gonna add in your pork spare rib chunks with the patis. The patis you're gonna use maybe about
one third of
a cup. And next we're gonna add in our patis. And then you only add that much now, but later on, if it's not salty enough for you, you can add salt or more patis. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now that the meat has been boiling in the water for about 3 minutes is we're going to add our tamarind soup mix. And you're gonna add about 1 packet now, but for about 5 pounds of meat, you're gonna add the second pack about 3/4 of the way when the dish is almost done cooking. Okay, so now we're gonna let it boil for about 1 minute and then we're gonna add our extra water. Okay, so now that the meat has been boiling for the past minute, we're gonna add our water to completely submerge the meat about 2 inches above.
All of it.
Okay, so you're gonna wait for this to start boiling again, and then when it starts to boil, you're gonna put it down to a medium heat and just let it simmer. So now that it's come back up to a rolling boil, we're gonna put it down to a medium heat and we're just gonna let it simmer for the next 45 minutes to an hour. After that, we're gonna start to throw in our vegetables when it's almost done. Okay, so we've been letting it simmer for about an hour now, and ooh, if you can smell that, you can smell all the ginger, that tamarind, that pork. It makes a really nice aromatic broth. Right now, I'm just gonna lower down the heat a little just so I can skim off all this oil. This is just the fat that came off of the pork. So I'm just gonna kind of graze it right off the top.
You know, here's another trick. An easier way to take out the oil. What we like to do is we actually cook this a day in advance. We put it in the refrigerator. We take it out and all the oil just rises to the top and you just gotta peel off the oil. That would be a much simpler way of getting it. If you don't mind making a dish the day before.
Okay, so this is how much oil I've taken out of the soup. It's quite a lot. You don't want any of that going into your body, so take the time to take it out. So right now I'm just gonna taste the broth to see if it's enough salt, because if it's not, this is the time where you want to add the salt before you add in your vegetables. Yeah, so we're just gonna add maybe about a quarter of this packet in, just because when we add in the vegetables it's gonna release some water, so you kind of want to give it a little bit more flavor. Okay. There. So now you're gonna bring it back up to a boil, and then when it starts to come to a rolling boil, we're gonna start to add in our vegetables. Okay, so now that it's boiling, we're gonna start to add in our vegetables. First, we're gonna start off with the eggplant. So let me get this in here. Just because this takes the longest to cook out of them. Let me just spread this out in here.
A minute or so.
Then usually we'd wait about a minute, but we're just gonna throw everything in already. Next, we're gonna do our okra. And then we're gonna add in the stems from the mustard cabbage, but not the leaves yet, because if you add in the leaves now, they're gonna be wilted by the time we eat, and you don't want that. We're just gonna let this boil in here for a few minutes, maybe like 3 or 4 minutes, and then we're gonna bring it down to a simmer again, and we're gonna throw in our leaves. Okay, so it's been boiling now for about 2 minutes. We're gonna adjust the heat to a low simmer, and we're gonna wait for it to start simmering, and then we're gonna add in our leaves to finish. Okay, so now I'm gonna add in my leaves. I'm just gonna spread it over the top. Not gonna mix it in because I don't want it to get wilted fast. I still want it to have a little bit of liveliness when you eat it.
Man, there you have it. M-Dog, my dad, they put together sinigang. A lot of people call it sour soup, but remember the Filipino name is sinigang. They're plating it right now for me. I can't wait to taste this. I'm so excited because sinigang is actually one of my favorite dishes. Oh, here it is, guys. Oh, look at this. The meat, the broth, oh, the vegetables. Oh, what I love about it is the smell. Every time I smell my parents cooking this growing up, it was on, game on. And now we're making it. And now we know how to make it. Got some broth, got the soup, got a piece of meat. Let's go for it, okay? Hot. Oh man, perfect. Sour, but not overbearing. You can put as much packets of you want, but 2 for about 5 pounds, perfect. We hope you liked what you seen today, and if you want the recipe, just email me. But also, let me know what dish you want us to make, because if we don't know how to make it, we're gonna make it anyway for you, whatever dish it is. So email me, text me, Facebook me, Twitter me, whatever it is, just get in touch with me. I'd love to hear from you.
Hey, you the kinda.
Alright, here's something that I don't do, but I'm going to start doing because I just get so many emails from you guys. So we're going to have question and answer time. Now, this comes from TS from Wahiwa. How did you get your start in television? Well, TS, it's pretty simple. What I did was, I was just interested in being in television. So what I did was I sought an agent, the Kathy Muller agency. I went over there, I auditioned for them, and they liked what they saw. So they took me under their wing and they started getting me TV commercials, and from there everything just evolved. So that's how I got my start in television. Alright, this next letter comes from Lester from Kalihi, and Lester says, I really like the Solis Ohana. Is this scripted or real? Well, as you may have known, I've changed the format of my show. I've done a lot of food, and we're going to continue doing food the way we do it now, where we make the dish that you request. But the Solis Ohana is, I just let the camera roll, and whatever happens, happens. You know, Zoe Tetiaroa, Micah, M-Dog as we call him, Isaiah, my parents, anyone in my family, we just let the cameras roll, and whatever we get is what we get. And that's how we came out with the Solis Ohana, and we hope you like it. And if you want to see more of it, go to my YouTube channel, one word, tonySolis, okay? And you can see more of our Solis Ohana episodes there. Alright, this next question comes from Becky from LCC. I think she's an audio video student because of her question. She says, how do you film your show and what do you film with? Good question. Now, how do I film it? Basically, I'm behind the camera. The kind of equipment I use, first of all, I have a Canon G7X that I use. It is an excellent camera for the things that I like to capture, like the Solis Ohana. It gives it that real feel, and that's what I always wanted to capture, is things that are real. I didn't want it to be fabricated. I didn't want it to be even scripted. I just wanted things to be spontaneous. So I used a Canon, and I also have a Sony RX100 that I use as well. The camera is similar to the Canon, and it works just as well, except I just like the picture quality on the Canon a little bit more. And to answer your question, how do I film the show? I'm usually behind the camera, or my son will be behind the camera. It's not brain surgery, okay? You just gotta make sense. One thing I wanna let you guys know, okay? For all you aspiring filmmakers out there, all right? I don't care what kind of equipment you have. The best equipment is the equipment you have right now. See, here it is. The story. The story is the king. The camera, the lighting, all of those things serve the king. If the story isn't good, if the king is not a good king, it doesn't matter what kind of equipment you use. Remember that movie that just came out, that Peter Pan movie? Costed $1 gazillion? Zero at the box office. Alright, then you got the Blair Witch Project that cost $250,000 to make, and the thing made $1 gazillion. Remember, it's not always the equipment, it's the story. That is the king, and everything serves the king. So Becky, great question. I hope I gave you more than the answer you wanted. Okay, we're going to take one more question. This is from LL, all the way from Hawaii Kai, and LL writes, why don't you show your wife on the Solis Ohana? Alright, this is why I don't show my wife. Because she won't let me. That's really why. You know, women are very self-conscious about their looks. You know, me, I already know I'm ugly, so it's okay. But my wife, she's a beautiful person, but she doesn't want to be on camera. She is camera shy. I am married, but I tell you what, I will get her on camera sooner or later. I had her once before, man, I think it was about 9 years ago, where I actually filmed the birth of our 4th child, and I showed that. And I might show that again. Okay, in fact, if you go and look that up on the internet, you'll see me, well, you'll see my wife giving birth. It's a beautiful thing. But that's why I don't show my wife. She won't let me. But hopefully, we're going to get her on camera sooner than later. Thank you for all your questions. I got a bunch more I got to sort through. But if you have any questions for me, please just send me an email. I would love to hear from you. I want to hear your input. Are there things that you want me to focus on the show? Things you want to see that I don't do? Things, a dish that you want me to make? Anything, whatever it is, just email me and I will get back to you. I promise you that. Okay? Well, I hope you enjoyed Q&A.
Hey, you the kinda.
Get out of my room.
Look at him. What?
Okay, we're pointing. 1, 2, 5, 10.
I got it.
I already got it.
No. No. Okay.
Hey, check on my desk.
I already looked on
I need dental floss too.
It's just yellow, it's fine.
Is there anything in there that's yours?
You know what, Ethan?
Get out of my room.
Stop!
You look like nails.
I don't like you.
You look like nails at night. Ha ha ha. Nails at night. Okay, Otter. Your hair looks like an otter.
What was that?
Okay, at least I have
You
hair.
look like a beaver dam. You look like a beaver.
Oh, you flinch.
Hey, I owe you already.
No, you don't.
Once you 5'10". Yeah, you flinched.
But you...
What was that?
You see, I didn't flinch.
contact.
Oh, your mom's awake now.
She's awake. Good
He
night.
just awakened the beast. All right, I finally made it to the event out here at the beautiful Waimea Valley. And who do I find with me? Hey!
Hi, I'm his friend. And it's beautiful that we're here in Waimea, huh? Waimea Valley, summer. Hey, we're missing you. Well, not really. It's a beautiful time. You gotta come out here and have a great time with us. But this guy has been part of Hawaii for so many years. I treasure his wonderful value as a human being, as a great spirit, as a great brother.
Oh, man. Hey, Kim, I'll go pay you later on.
All right. All good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the legend right over here. Kimo Kahawano, everybody.
Woo! Here we are, Waimea.
Who are the Teamsters?
I'm the Teamster that drives you safely to your destination every day.
I'm the Teamster responsible for the delivery and care of your newborn.
I'm the Teamster that pour the foundation for your brand new home.
I'm the Teamsters that make sure your linens are clean and sharp.
If you and your coworkers want to join our Teamsters Ohana, please contact us.